All right, so it is time to rank the last few palettes that I have tried. I have 5 palettes that I have tried recently, and we're going to go ahead and rank them. I'm going to let you know basically like my final impressions, if my heart was broken by any of them. Because basically when I do the videos the first time, when I do the 1 palette, 3 looks, it is basically kind of like an initial impression. A lot of times I haven't even swatched the palette. I'm just going straight in and creating looks for you guys. So this is a good way for me to basically, you know, come back, recap. Definitely not the creator of the ranking. Like Kelsey Brianna J was the first person, one of the first people out there to just do ranking videos in general. And it's just been like the best thing ever. So let's go ahead and jump in. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So like I just mentioned before, we are ranking the last few palettes that I've tried. So I have 5 of them here for you today. But let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy. I love makeup. That's how you get Dr. Ash in her makeup. And eyeshadow truly is my jam. That is like one of my favorite things to talk about. That's what this channel is usually focused on. But please just call me Ash or Ashley. So like I just mentioned, 5 palettes that have come out recently, and all of these palettes I have a video on, or at least like one, you know, 3 looks with 1 palette, except for one, and I'll let you know, but I did include it in a palette rotation. So I just kind of wanted to throw it in here and talk about it and give you my thoughts. So I have 5 palettes, so let's go ahead and get started. So this palette, I like it, but I have not been motivated to use it since I have done my looks with the palette. I think I did 3 or 4 looks, 3 for sure. And unfortunately, I'm so sad to say that it is the Melt Amour Mariposa palette. I mean, the packaging is gorgeous. It's a different setup from Melt definitely for the holiday, but I don't know. I usually, since like after I do like my 3 looks and I go ahead and put that video up, I'm usually consistently playing with a palette after that. And I just have not felt motivated. So this palette was 20 shades and the pan size is a little bit smaller, which is cool. It has a great color scheme, but I just don't know. I think Melt broke my heart this year. I don't know. It's great to have something different by them, but I just don't know why I'm not very motivated to play in it. The shimmers are cute. I like the greens. I mean, I like the purples. I've seen people do some beautiful looks with this particular palette. But like I said, I haven't been motivated. So I will have to let you know if I go back in and jump in. And have I used it once at least? I don't even know if I've used it once after. Maybe. I really don't remember. Maybe one time. That's sad. That is sad. Because usually I'm using my palettes in between so I can, well, I want to give you thoughts, but I'm usually generally excited to play with stuff. But this one, after I did the 3 looks, even though I enjoyed the looks that I did, 3 or 4, I just haven't picked it up. I've been more excited to pick up some older things, some other things that have been, you know, in this palette ranking that I'm talking about. So I don't know. So it's coming in at number 5. This is the holiday collection. I think they broke my heart this year. Now I will grab this is like an honorable mention. Now this is like an honorable mention right here. So this palette, the collection for the holiday came out with a blush palette. Now the blush palette, I love this, but I'm into these type of tones when it comes to blushes. So there's only one shade that is like, not really, it's very light on me, but I have like, you know, the classic pink shade, and then I have my warm terracotta shade, medium terracotta orange, burnt orange shade. The 2 highlighters, this one is called Beaute. It just does it for me. It's a beautiful, like, you know, just peachy dual chrome shade. And I really enjoy it. But this has been a hit for me. But the palette, unfortunately, has just been so-so. Love this. Okay. Now, coming in at number 4 is from Pat McGrath. So I did not do a video on this per se. You saw this in my palette rotation, which was all Pat McGrath palettes. So that was my second palette rotation video. So the palette rotation, basically, if you haven't seen one of those videos, I really hope you check it out. But they're just kind of like informal, but they're just me doing my makeup on the way out the door to go to work or wherever else I need to do. And I'm using older palettes. Some of the palettes will be like stuff that just came out, and some of the palettes will be older palettes. And some of them are like me set up like right here in my actual vanity. And sometimes I have a look, you know, facing this way if my filming setup is still set up. But this is the Deep Space Divinity quad. So I did not pick this up originally when this released because I was like, it's pretty. No, the quads released later than the palette. So yeah, the palette came out first, then the quads. And the quads came out and I was just like, people were getting them. And I was like, I could just wait. So I waited till a sale, okay? So, and then they were like even more on sale. So I got the sale, but then there was a super sale. So I felt that this is a beautiful quad, but I didn't feel like this is, I mean, I feel like it's special. The formula is like, but I just didn't feel like amongst my collection that this palette was just so special. You know, I have shades like this. You kind of have like a classic blue-brown shade right here, but this one has more red in it, so I do like that. It does feel super creamy, so there's the swatch of that shade, which is called Alien Moon. And what is actually very nice in this palette is the shade Rose Nocturne. Rose Nocturne. I mean, she's given us like mattes like this, but this formula, this new formula is really beautiful. Now, these two bronzy shades are beautiful, but honestly, when Pat does that with the quads, it starts to like irk me after a while because, you know, we have like a lighter gold and then we have a deeper bronze. And it's just like, it's a quad. So you're giving me half like a pop of color and then you're giving me two colors that kind of like one and the same. So after a while, it just gets like really repetitive and I don't like that. Now, granted, this is more bronzy than, you know, the other shade. But, I mean, honestly, when you only have 4 shadows, do you need something that's just this close? You know, so that part is just kind of like really starting to, like, get on my nerves. So it's at number 4. I mean, I feel like the formula is great, but if you could get this on sale, I would just definitely get it on sale. So, and I know she had the other quad that came with this. I opted not to pick that up. I heard Beauty and the Friends really has been enjoying that, but I was just like, I just can't do any more bronzy, pinky situations, okay? So coming in at number 3 is the Ace Beaute Tropical Vibes palette, and this palette is so freaking stunning. So I actually have on a shade from this palette today. I am wearing the shade called Palm Tree in my crease and transition area, and then I'll show you the rest of what I'm wearing later on in the ranking. But this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I have worn this palette since I've actually did my videos, and it was really pretty. I did the shade National Park, which I felt was like the better out of the shimmers, with some of the olivey shades. It was just so stunning, so like earthy but pop of jewel tones. Like the formula with Ace Beaute, this particular formula, this is their reformulated formula, so I think all of their palettes are now in this particular formula. I love it. I need them to keep this up. I think they've got it right. I've always enjoyed their color schemes, but their formula has been like hit or miss. So when they said that this is a new formula and people were kind of enjoying it, I was like, you know what? I have to just go ahead and jump in. You have so many green murky tones now. A couple of them do kind of look alike on the eyes, so it's just like, yeah, we can kind of edit ourselves. The shade Rainforest is actually really gorgeous too, but that one has a lot of glitter fallout and it can be a little harder to get on the eyes, so that one is just like, you know. And but then you have the shade Seychelles, and that is just gorgeous as well. So really great fun tones, black on brand. I really like this palette. It's really gorgeous and just been like a great addition to my collection, even though I have tons of green shadows, because y'all know I love some green shadows. Now, coming in at number 2. And number 2 and number 1, they're kind of like really here. It's kind of like a tie, if I was going to be honest. It's a tie. So Um, let's see. So number 2, I'm going to give to Amunet New. And this is by Adept Cosmetics. I did 3 looks with this palette. And I just absolutely love the color story. I love the packaging. I have the dark version of the palette. And the dark version of the palette actually includes the shade Ceph, where the shade Ceph is blue. So that would be the one. Okay, there's my finger right there. So that would be the blue shade right there. And this color story is just like none other that I have seen. Like, it is just so gorgeous. It's like jewel tone, it's murky, it's pops of colors, it shimmers at the same time. So this palette has just been like literally a joy to just play with, and I just love it. Now, my palette does look a little beat up. The owner of Adept Cosmetics did have some issues with shipping this palette. My palette actually came totally broken. Pretty much, I think it was just the shade that was breaking on most people, but this shade was broken, Ceph was broken, Ree was broken, Nifris was broken, and Hawthorne was broken. She sent me another one. I don't really know where I left off because the memory card died. I had to get the door, and I think I'm going to show you what I had to get the door for in a second. But let's go back to this baby right here. This, I mean, it's just really been gorgeous. So she sent me, like I said before, she sent me another one. One of those shades broke. And then she was like, I'll send you another shade. And I was like, don't worry about it, girl. I got 2 palettes. It'll be fine. Send it out to your other customers who, you know, they need a palette. Don't worry about me, because after a point, it's just like, what am I going to do with all of these palettes? So, but I have been using it like, oh my gosh. The shade that does it for me is the shade Ree. Ree is so pretty. Look at that duochrome. It is so murky. I love the shade Hawthorne. Hawthorne is really pretty. Now, it's one of those white gold shades, but I feel like this one has a little bit more purple and aquamarine, so it doesn't have just like one flip, it has 2. And you put these together, it is a vibe. I wore this to work the other day, and they just thought I had put so much more effort into my shadow, which was not the case. And they were like, well, you got to, because I had to work overtime. I had to work because everybody's sick, y'all. So be safe. Everybody's sick. So I had to work overtime and cover another store. And they were like, oh, I was like, look, it took me no time to do this, because like these multi-chromes, you just look like you put so much effort into it. I also love the gray shade Auris, but I do feel like this gray shade is just a tiny bit patchy. Love the shade Ceph. You have the shade Bassett. On your bust, it's just bronzy. Look, I mean, this palette is a vibe. I have been having so much fun playing with it. The color story is just so unique. I love the red packaging. I am just here for this 100%. I know the only thing it just made it bittersweet is because basically when I did this video on this palette, it was like some controversy erupted like right after I posted my video. But I know she's working on that to make it right with her customers. So, and I have talked about that a couple of times and put a pinned comment underneath that video there. So I don't want to gloss over that fact, but at this point, I'm done talking about it. It's just, I like this palette. I really like the other palettes that she came out with this year. So this, I could easily see, this could be, this is like a favorite for this year, for sure. Now, so I told you I had to answer the door. So I have my little package here from UPS. I love when stuff comes from UPS because my UPS person is like amazing. He's so nice. Nicest man ever. And he will handle your packages with care. Like one time, he's had this route forever, and I've been living in this condo for probably like 7 years now. But like a few years ago, I had a cell phone being delivered, and my doorbell actually rings to my cell phone. And he was like, it's your phone, but I don't want to leave it. And I was at work, and he was like, well, what time you be home from work? And so he was like, I'll just do the rest of my route. And he brought my phone back. So he is such a nice man. So I always give him a little bit of cash at Christmas. And like, look, we've had some people who like rented from owners who have like, we had this lady called them QVC because every day it was like 10 packages of QVC, and this is not even a lie. But back to what I ordered. So this is from Tammy Tanuka. So I figured, well, let's unbox it in the middle of the video. It's be like a fun little surprise. I've never ordered from her. Okay, she looks like she gave me. Let's see. This is a little sample. This was like one of the brands I wanted to try. So this Tammy Tanuka Sigil Inspired. So let's see. This is raspberry. This is one of the, okay, eyeshadow tester is a loose pigment. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Can we open it? Good. Okay. Okay. Maybe I just have to take. Am I going to know it's raspberry? Okay. I got to take the sticker off. I'll just pop it on the bottom for the moment. So I know she does loose pigments, but I ordered some of her shadows. So this was like a little filler. So, ooh, okay. This is pretty. I'm going to tip it slowly so we don't have powder everywhere. I'll show you what I ordered, but the shipping was really fast. I did pay for the expedited shipping through UPS. But kind of like with the Glam shop, but I never had this issue with the Glam shop. I forgot to actually go in and pay my order. I did PayPal. I always do PayPal for those stuff. So this one's a light shade. Okay. I'm sure you put on a little base, a little mixing medium. It'll be cool. Okay. And then let's see. This is how she sends it. And I would say that the website you can do it in English, but I feel like it's a little hard to navigate, unlike the Glam Shop one. Glam Shop one, I feel like it's pretty simple. This is how it's wrapped up. Okay, so I'm not sure which one. And it does. You can have like little cards that come with it. The palette, I opted not to get the cards because I was like, I don't need that. It's just going to be wasteful. So it's just wrapped up in paper. Some tape. Ooh, let's see. So this is, I know I got 2 of the mini palettes because that's like, they offer minis. That's like super great. Ooh, I think this is the mini chinchilla. This is the little card. So I guess they come with more cards, but I guess it's the card that tells the palette. There we go. We're in focus. Ooh. Mini chinchilla. Ooh, it's mini for real. But hey, what am I using up? Nothing. So look at that. So it's a mini palette for sure. Let's see. Can you see the colors? Very good. There we go. Ooh. Okay, buttery. Look at that shade. Oh, I can't wait. I'm definitely going to be doing a video on these, but I was like, we're here and I couldn't wait to open it. And I've been wanting to try this brand for a while. Now, this palette I had to get in the regular size because they were out of the mini. And this is one that I was eyeing too. I think this is the Toad palette. Okay, so yes, this is the Toad. So this is the regular size. So you can see these are the petite. So basically all the palettes, she has like a regular and a little petite. So this is it. Oh my gosh. I can't even wait. I got to get like my little grubby hands in it. Oh my gosh. Do you see? Oh my gosh, the quality feels. They feel amazing. And I've been so interested because a lot of the girls that I see on Instagram where they make their own shades and their own make their own palettes. Like they always been putting like Tammy Tanuka Sigil inspired shades in. And I love it. So, okay, we got one more. I can't even remember what this one is called. Oh, this is the one I wanted to order, the new one. Okay. Oh, it looks like they gave me a shade. Yes, the snake one. Because what I need more of in my life is green eyeshadow. Not. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I got the mini. Oh, man. So this one, yeah, this one, oh man, with the duochrome, this one looks a tiny bit cracked. Let's see. I think we're okay. Just gonna press it down. Oh, it's so pretty. And I mean, these shades are tiny, but you know, like I'm not finishing anything. I don't know, I might finish it. Oh my God, baby. Do you see? Oh my gosh. And what's this? I can't wait. So this, honestly, these will probably be coming closer to the new year. So just be on the lookout. What's this shade? Did they send me a... Okay, but it's just in here. Let's peel it back. And they sent me a shade, but it's just like in here. So oh, okay. Well, the shade is called, I guess, Tech Tip. Does it go with this palette? I don't know. No, it's beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Well, I don't even know what to say. Like, so here it is. So it's not one of the same shades that's in here. Oh, and let me swatch a matte. Ooh, that's pretty. It doesn't swatch. Okay, the matte didn't swatch the best, but you know, honey, I'm gonna put this to work. Ooh. So beautiful. I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna have to put that like in a little Z palette situation. I'm just gonna put it over here for the time being. Oh my gosh. So yes, look out for that video. Woo! Okay, Tammy Tanuka. Yes. These foreign indie brands are killing it. Do you see this green? This Below Chef. Do you see that? Okay, so coming in with palette number 1, and this is what's really on my eyes, the star of the show, and it is Miss Danessa Myricks Light Work, baby. She ain't nothing but she is not light work. This is heavy work, honey. She brought it, okay? She brought it. The packaging, wonderful. I love it. It's simple, but it's elegant and it has pizzazz. And then when you open it, you get all these beautiful colors. So I put a little bit of Black Hole in. Ooh, there we go. I put a little bit of Black Hole in the outer V, and then I use Galaxy as the main shade. And to apply Galaxy, I actually just used my Rephr 02 brush right here, and it worked very well to apply this shade. I did not need to use my finger, and then I went in with like a Rephr pencil brush, and I used the shade Martian right here in the inner corner, and because it just gave that pop, I have Aurora down on, I can't get my stuff together. I got Aurora down here on the bottom eyeliner, on the bottom waterline, or underneath the eye. Golden Eclipse on the cheeks as my highlight. And if you want to know, where'd the pencil go? In my waterline, I have this ColourPop pencil right here. This is the shade Catsuit. And I think this came out with like that tropical collection that they had, Lush Life, back in the summer. So this is number 1. This is gorgeous. This is Multichromes. It is a mixed medium palette. Yes, it is $120, but for what Multichromes cost, you are getting a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, I have talked about this palette quite a few times. You're going to see it over the next couple of weeks. The shade Gaia, and then we have Martian. Gaia is one of my favorites also. You have these highlighters in the middle. You got a pressed glitter. I'm not really a big fan of pressed glitter, but this one is nice because It is no mess. She calls it a mess-free plus glitter, and it's actually mess-free. I don't get it. You have the shade Black Hole, which is actually a matte, but it's more of a creamy matte, so it's not a matte that you have to be super intimidated by. You know, you can do it really nice, and it doesn't have to be super powerful, or you can build it up where it is really powerful, really amped up. You also have some cream shadows right here, which is the shade, you got Spacesuit and the shade Polaris. Those are really nice. Now the wear time of those are a little tricky because it's cream, but you just have so many different fun, unique experiences. I think, unfortunately, this palette was limited edition. It is sold out, but this is definitely like one of my favorites of the year. It is just a beautiful, stunning palette, and I'm just so glad I got a chance to get my hands on it. It was carried at her website. It was carried at Beaute and at Sephora, but I mean, when you think $120, yes, it is expensive. But like I said, if you're going to buy the multi-chromes, like I've been saying when I talk about this palette, you're buying the multi-chromes from Divinity, you're buying them from, you know, Terra Moons, you're buying them from Cleona, and those particular blends, like they're $20 and $25 a pop. So you're saving quite a bit of money. You have like the main colors when it comes to multi-chromes that most people tend to gravitate towards, you know, so you have a pretty good setup here. It's mainstream. It's a little bit more easy accessible. You didn't have to wait for like a long pre-order like I am right now with some Terra Moons. But I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? But these are just so freaking beautiful and stunning. And I just really appreciate it. So I think she just did a fabulous job. And I'm looking forward to more from the brand. So I hope we get more things like this for sure. So those were the palettes that I ranked. And I actually, okay, so I actually have one more, like just kind of just, like, let's just work her in here because, yeah, when I get a chance to talk about it, it's going to be so long ago. But I didn't put her in a ranking, but I really like this palette. And this is the Natasha Glam Face palette. So it was one of those things like, I don't want this, but it's gorgeous. So I have the dark version. And right now, this has kind of been sold out too across the board. But I'm sure it's coming back, you know, unlike the Danessa was limited. But this one, I'm sure it's coming back because Sephora, you know, we're just coming fresh off of VIB. Then Sephora had another 20% off promotion, and I think that's when it just kind of really went fast on hotcakes because everybody could get that 20% off. So even if you're just Rouge or whatever, if you just had the code, you know, you could just use that code and get the 20% off. But I have bought this, like I said, for gifts for two of my cousins and a friend. I bought one for myself. I was just like, I don't want it. Let me just get it. So the eyeshadows are nice. I feel like the shimmers could be better. The blush and the highlight is perfect. I'm wearing the blush right now. And it's just so gorgeous. I do wish there was a medium. I wish brands would start doing like a light, medium, and a deep. But this is very gorgeous. I feel like it's going to cater very nicely to a large amount of skin complexions. The packaging is gorgeous, of course, but you get all the little lovely fingerprints on it. But I have been enjoying this palette. I really have. So I just felt like I just wanted to put it in there. I feel like the quality is great. I feel like this is a great option for women who want nice makeup, but they don't want a lot of makeup like I have over here and back there and in the drawers. It's time to declutter, so catch them videos soon too. It's probably, and I might kind of get rid of quite a lot this year. I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like this is really, really great. And it's really special. At first, I was just like, I don't want that. And then somebody reminded me, it was like, she came out with a lot of eyeshadows this year. And I was like, yeah, she did. Now, Baby Bieber, we ain't fooling with that. She tried it. Baby Bieber and the Mini Bieber. She tried it. Tried it. But this is wonderful. So yes, so that was my little honorable mention because I don't even know, it'll be like probably almost close to February by the time I get to play with that and talk about it. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the surprise unboxing because I didn't really quite see that happening. I knew that package was out for delivery, but I was like, hey, the camera's rolling. Let's just work it in. So let me know down below what you guys think about my ranking. I'm really sad about that melt. I'm really sad about the melt, especially because the melt the past 2 years for the holiday has just been like, And this year, and then they rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with, it's just, yeah. But let me know down below in the comments this video a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very soon. Have a nice holiday season. I'm not sure what order this video is going up, but stay safe out there. And please subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know how we end the videos around here, honey. We gotta hit it with the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. All right, y'all. Bye.